Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now. If you've been paying close attention to the NFC West and the overall landscape of the NFL this offseason, you know that the 49ers are always in the thick of things, always looking for ways to improve and stay at the top. But this offseason has brought some interesting twists, especially in the defensive backfield. The team recently faced a significant loss. Charvarius Ward, their star cornerback, decided to take his talents to the Indianapolis Colts in free agency. That's a big blow, no doubt. Ward was a cornerstone in their secondary, a player who brought consistency, leadership, and elite coverage skills. Losing him creates a void, and now the 49ers are in a position where they need to find a suitable replacement, preferably someone who can step in quickly and keep that elite standard of pass defense we've come to expect from San Francisco. And here's where the intrigue kicks in. The team isn't necessarily looking to just fill that spot with a rookie or a lesser-known player. No, the 49ers are exploring the trade market. They're looking for a proven performer, someone who can slot right into their system and make an immediate impact. Among the names being floated around this offseason, one stands out: Jamel Dean, the cornerback from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Dean isn't just a name thrown around lightly. He's a player with a track record, and his profile fits exactly what the 49ers need right now. But before we get into all the details, let's look at why Dean is such an attractive option and what the 49ers might be willing to give up for him. Jamel Dean, at 28 years old, has been a solid and reliable presence in Tampa Bay's secondary. Even with some injuries last season, he only played 12 games due to knee issues. His performance remained impressive. He accumulated 59 tackles, with 45 of those being solo stops, which shows his ability to be around the ball and make plays. He also forced a fumble and snagged an interception, along with 7 pass deflections. Those numbers might not jump off the page like a superstar's would, but they show consistency, ball-hawking instincts, and a player who can be trusted to perform at a high level when healthy. And that's exactly what the 49ers need: a cornerback who can be a cornerstone of their pass defense, especially in a division where the passing game is so prevalent. The Buccaneers, meanwhile, are in a bit of a transitional phase. They're coming off a successful run, including their second Super Bowl victory, and have been consistently competitive over the last 5 seasons. But with the NFL draft coming up, they've already added some young talent at the cornerback position, selecting a couple in this year's draft class. That signals a possible shift, a desire to rejuvenate the secondary with youth and fresh legs. If Tampa Bay decides to move Dean, and it's not a certainty, but it's certainly plausible, the 49ers could be among the frontrunners to make a deal happen. Now, why would the 49ers be so interested in Dean? Well, it's about more than just replacing Ward. It's about adding a player who can bring stability and experience to a secondary that's been a key part of their success over the years. San Francisco's defense has always been built on a strong pass rush and disciplined coverage, and Dean's skill set fits perfectly into that mold. His ability to match up with top receivers, his quick instincts, and his knack for making plays on the ball are exactly what the 49ers look for in their corners. But let's talk a bit about the team's current status and what lies ahead. The 49ers, under head coach Kyle Shanahan and defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans, have built one of the most formidable defenses in the NFL. Their pass rush, led by stars like Nick Bosa, has been relentless, often forcing quarterbacks into hurried throws and mistakes. That, combined with a secondary that can lock down receivers, has been the formula for success. However, with Ward gone, they need to find that next player who can fill the void and help maintain the high standards of their defense. The 2023 season was a testament to their defensive prowess, but it also highlighted some areas for improvement. The The secondary, despite its overall strength, faced some challenges, especially when injuries struck. Having a player like Dean, who has proven to be resilient and capable of playing at a high level, could be a game changer. Plus, his experience in high-pressure playoff games adds another layer of value. Remember, Tampa Bay's defense has been a playoff fixture for years, and Dean has been right in the middle of that success. Looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers are always balancing their roster to remain competitive not just for this year, but for the foreseeable future. They've invested heavily in their front seven, which has paid off big time. Now, the secondary is the next piece of the puzzle. Drafting a corner is a good strategy, but in the NFL, having a proven veteran who knows how to handle different offensive schemes can make all the difference. Dean's versatility, ability to play both man and zone coverage, and his ball skills make him a very appealing target. Of course, the trade market is always complex. Tampa Bay might ask for a significant draft pick or a player in return. The 49ers will have to weigh whether the cost is worth the upgrade. But if they can acquire Dean for a reasonable price, it could be a move that sets them up for sustained success, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC West, where every edge counts. And speaking of the NFC West, let's not forget that this division is evolving rapidly. The Seattle Seahawks have added talent through the draft and free agency, aiming to bounce back stronger. The Los Angeles Rams are still in the mix, with their star-studded roster trying to reclaim their Super Bowl glory. And of course, the Arizona Cardinals are in a rebuild, but they're not to be underestimated. For the 49ers, the goal remains clear: stay at the top, keep that championship window wide open, and outsmart rivals in every phase of the game. Now, it's not just about this potential trade. It's about the strategic moves that could define the 49ers' season. They've shown over the years that they're not afraid to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. Remember the trade for Christian McCaffrey last season? That was a game changer, and it paid dividends. Bringing in a player like Jamel Dean could have a similar impact, especially if it allows the defense to maintain its dominance and take some pressure off the offense, which has also been improving steadily. And let's talk a little about the draft prospects as well. The 49ers have a history of drafting smart, finding hidden gems, and developing players into stars. But having a veteran like Dean, who can step in immediately, might allow them to focus on addressing other needs in the draft, such as offensive line depth or maybe even a wide receiver to complement their offensive weapons. It's all about building a versatile, balanced roster that can adapt to whatever challenges come their way. As the NFL offseason continues to unfold, rumors and speculations are swirling, but one thing is clear: the 49ers are always looking for ways to get better. Their coaching staff, led by Shanahan and Ryans, are known for their strategic thinking and ability to capitalize on opportunities. If a deal for Dean makes sense from a salary cap and roster perspective, expect the San Francisco front office to move quickly. They're not just building for today, they're building a team that aims to contend for championships year after year. And I want to remind you, as passionate fans, to stay engaged. This is what makes this community special: sharing insights, debating moves, and dreaming about the next Super Bowl run. The NFC West is shaping up to be even more competitive, and the 49ers are right in the middle of it, always looking for that extra edge. Whether it's through the draft, free agency, or trades, they're always trying to stay ahead, and that's what makes following this team so exciting. So in conclusion, keep your eyes peeled on the developments in Tampa Bay and the NFL trade market. The potential acquisition of Jamel Dean by the 49ers could be a season-defining move, one that helps them solidify their dominance in the NFC and push hard for another Super Bowl appearance. This team is built to compete, and with the right moves, they could very well be the team to beat in 2024. Remember, every piece counts, and the secondary is no exception. The 49ers are always thinking one step ahead, and this offseason might just be the one where they make a bold statement. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think bringing in Jamel Dean would elevate the secondary enough to make a real difference? Or do you believe the team should stick with what they have and develop young talent through the draft. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you don't want to miss a single detail. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Niners.